Hello friends, how are you? So I thought I'd do a real quick video this morning and talk about where I have found my deals so far this year. I hear a lot of chatter out there about there being no deals. I hear about listings piling up and price cuts and just the general, I don't know if it's uneasiness going on out there. So I thought I would just take a moment and kind of do the best I can to summarize where I found my deals, starting with the first couple we closed in January through the ones that closed today, actually. So first off, starts kind of boring. Right out of the MLS, I had been tracking a triplex fixer for quite some time. Quite some time being probably 5 or 6 months. It was listed for, I think at one time, like $199. That ultimately had a price drop probably after 4 months to $175, and I only wanted to pay $115. Again, that's just where it made sense. I saw 50 or 60 grand in repair and knew that I had to get it near $115 to make it work. I must have submitted 4 different offers over those 6 month period, right? Just to give you a feel that you just keep offering as times go by. And, it started with, go away, don't bother me, no response to, all right, maybe we'll take a little bit less. Then they had their price drop, again, kept offering. Ultimately came out that this seller after 6 months needed 125, kind of that was their drop dead number. And we took it, right? It was close enough to my 115. I thought I can get by with some repairs, and we took that deal down. So that's just out of the MLS. Typical tracking of a fixer property. Again, it was probably 6 months before, since the first time we saw it, the first time we wrote an offer until we actually closed it. The next 2 properties, again, came out of the MLS. These ones were, you could tell needed work just from the description. These ones were passed on through, I guess, a will or probate or something like that to a child of the past owner. That individual was on the East Coast, had no desire to own rentals in Fresno, and wanted out. They were priced, as I recall, at $125 and $130, but they were rough, right? They needed work. So I wanted to offer somewhere between 80 and 85. We originally got into contract, I think, at 99, sight unseen. But then after going through, we had to share with the agent and ultimately the owner that, that's just a full internal gut job, like down to the studs. And we couldn't get it done for less than 40 or 45 grand. So we just had to back out. But we told them the first day, right? We didn't hold it to the end or hold them hostage or anything. But we let them know we're interested, just not at 99. It had to be closer to 80. Time went by. Not as much time this time. It was probably 2 or 3 weeks. The agent called back, basically said, "Could you do anything better than 80?" And I came up $1,000 to 81, and we got the deal done. So that was a 2-house combo, right? Two different houses, right? One's on Street A and one's on Street B, so they're not connected like some of the stuff we buy. Then the next one we got was actually from a wholesaler. The wholesaler called us up. I've been very clear with the wholesalers who work in Fresno, who are awesome, by the way, that I like 2 houses on 1 lot deals. So many of them will call me when they find one. Not all of them. All of them should call me first, but not yet. But from a wholesaler, they brought us a deal. We told them what we could do, and we validated and got that deal done. That was a quick cash 10-day close. So that was the wholesaler. Oh, then the next one was an owner finance deal. It turns out that I had bought a house from this owner through a wholesaler about a year ago. And just through casual conversations, let him know that I enjoy owner financing. We can get more creative. You don't have the big tax hit, all of that, which I was just sharing knowledge. I wasn't trying to buy anything. But he emailed me, I guess it's been a month ago now, and said, "Hey, I'm going to sell the last of my stuff. I want to owner finance. I really like that, that idea that I can do an installment loan, not pay as much taxes. So let's talk." So we went back and forth through email for about a week. Finally struck up a deal, walked through his units, realized that they were way undervalued. He wanted a little bit more money monthly, which I gave him. I didn't have to. But again, I tried to do the right thing for everyone. And by that, I mean, we agreed on $5,000. He ended up wanting $5,300. After going through the units, I realized that we probably could raise the rents to cover that, which was cool. So that one got done. That was a lot of fun. That'll be a long-term hold for us. It's 7 properties, 15 doors. I think it's 2 fourplexes, a triplex, and 4 houses. So we'll keep that one for hopefully forever. And then this last deal that we just closed, this one again is, some folks might call my competition, right? A person who buys the exact same stuff that I do all the time. But I don't see it that way, nor does he. Basically, he came to me and said that, he doesn't have a lot of cash right now. He's just did a huge project, but he found these 3 houses on one street, knows that I like to buy them, and we worked out a deal, and we should be closing on those today. So again, this real estate investing business, you can find deals in lots of places. It does take time. You have to build your network. You should think abundance versus scarcity, because I have found that is very powerful when you do that. And at the end of the day, hopefully lots of more transactions done this year. But that's where I found our deals, from the MLS, from wholesalers, and from past relationships. So, hey Cletus, thanks for watching. Just talking about the deals that we've got done so far this year, and I look forward to your interview on Saturday. It's going to be a lot of fun. So that's the deal, right? So deals can come from anywhere. They can come from networking. They can come from past relationships and just easy conversations, and pretty soon they want to do an owner finance deal with you. And all you got to do is put yourself out there, be positive, helpful, and it's a lot of fun. All right, everybody, have a great morning. Take care.